Hello guys, this is an instruction video on how to set up Pinball HD collection in Pinup Popper. So the first thing you will need is AutoHotkey. So search for download AutoHotkey. Go to this site, the main site, and download AutoHotkey. Download current version and run it, install it. Normally with me it's already installed, so it won't do much. Except perhaps say repair or so, as you can see. But here there will be an install option. Just install it to the default location. Then you will also need my launch script for Pinball HD collection. So you are able to select the tables inside Pinup Popper. So go to www.youtube.com/joerider3774. Then go to repositories. Find Pinball HD Collection Launcher. Click here latest and then click the source code zip to download it. Now it's downloading. Let's show it in a folder. So it has downloaded. Make sure with properties that you unblock it. If you use WinRAR, you don't have problems with that, but if you just use the normal Windows stuff, you have problems with it. So extract it to a temp folder. Say temp Pinball HD Collection Launcher is good. Okay, go to that folder. Date modified Pinball HD Collection Launcher. Go to the media folder and start rotate tables 180 degrees. Leave it running in the background. It will automatically close when it's finished. The reason we have to do that is because the table videos were created for Pinball X and not for Pinball Popper, and they need to be rotated 180 degrees. So first we need the script, and this is located here, launch script. So copy it, and then go to your Pinup system folder. With me it's on my M drive under Pinball. With you it's probably in C, Pinup system or so, Pinball Pinup system or so. And paste it there. And perhaps rename it to Pinball HD Collection Launch Script. Then go to the folder and click edit. Well, edit it with a notepad or so. I will show you. You just run notepad.exe and you drag and drop the file on it. And then you see the file. The only thing that's important is it will play beeps, so you will hear the beeps. Again, like with Pinball FX. And by default, I wait 4,500 milliseconds, so 4.5 seconds, before the script will start. Before the script will start doing its actions to select the table. So if the script is idling too much on the main menu in the game, you should decrease it. If the script is doing something wrong, like sending key presses earlier, before, then you need to increase the time. But with me it's okay, so I can just right click, compile script. So now we have the exe. What I forgot to tell is you need to do some changes in the script. So let's go back to the pinball location where you place the script. Pinball, Pinup system, Pinball HD Collection Launch Script. Open the script again with Notepad. I use Notepad 2.2 and go all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. And here you see I have created some shortcuts. So the game by default uses the left flipper, the left button for the left flipper. So I changed it for, I map left shift to the left button, so that when I press left shift, it will press left. I do the same for right shift. So right shift becomes right. And left and right control, so the nudge buttons or the magna save buttons, I map to up. So you need to change those also. If you don't have left shift and right shift in your cabinet for your flipper buttons, and don't use left control and right control for your nudge buttons. And the plinger with me is enter. So I map it to down. And you have to do the same thing here for your thing. Basically, you have to change this to the controls you're using. This one for your left flipper button, this one for your right flipper button, these two for your, if you have them for your nudging, so the extra flipper buttons, and this one for a button for the for launching the ball. Then there is something special also here. It will enter your name. So for example, with me it's Davy. I have 4 letters, and then you need to place 4 BS's like this. If your name is player 1, let's say that's 2, 4, 6, 7, you need to have 7 of these BS's. So that's 5, 6, 7. And what these do is, it will, when I press my C button, it will, there is a location in the game where you need to enter your scorer, but you cannot press anything there that will work. So I created this little extra script to, when I press another button, C button in my case, it will input a name and restart the game. So you need to change these buttons also. You need to map them to some buttons on your pinball cabinet. And here you can look up all the keys that exist. Basically, if you scroll down, they will say it here. Numpad, Airwin, right control. But it should be pretty obvious. Then save the script and recompile it. So then we go to Pinup system, Pinup Popper, and set up the emulator. So we start the Pinup menu setup. It was already running. You go to the Popper setup emulators, and you add a new emulator. You do that with clicking plus icon here, and name it Pinball HD Collection. Pinball HD Collection, Pinball HD Collection. Here, select a folder where we placed the launch script. So with me, it was in Pinup system, Pinball HD Collection Launch script. And here, create a media dir. So I usually do it in Pop Media and create a new folder, Pinball HD Collection. Select a folder, go inside the folder and click select. It will ask you to create a default folder, say yes, and wait for it to be done. Media folder setup is done, okay. Enable safe return, and also say to show backglass potentially if you have a topper. So click save, and that's the emulator is done. Now go to close this, go back to Game Manager and go to Game Manager. Click Add New Games. Sorry. Click All Games and here click Pinball HD Collection. Right click, import new games from file, skip if exists, and go to the extracted folder. It was with me in C temp Pinball HD Collection Launcher, and select databases Popper, and then the export HD Collection pub games. Say yes, and it will have imported 16 tables, 16 games. So that's good. Go to playlist config, create a new playlist. Also Pinball HD Collection. Then here select Pinball HD Collection and right click select all, add games. So now we have the games in our playlist. And the emulator, sorry, I forgot something. With emulators, we also need the launch script. So go back to the HD Collection emulator and check on my GitHub page here, Pinball HD Collection Launcher. Scroll down until you see the cabinet setup, Pinup Popper. It also shows you the settings, so you can just see it there also. But copy the launch script. And paste it. As you can see, it will use DMD.ext. Usually it exists in the vpinmain folder. So it means that you will have to adopt the paths to reflect that. So it means pinball, visual pinball, and if you go check in vpinmain, there's a DMD.ext. If that folder, if you don't have that, it's you can always click this link here and also download it from the GitHub. Same thing, latest, download the version, preferably the zip file or so, and place it somewhere that you can remember. And then in the launch script we have to reflect the folder where that's it. So I will copy, I will paste that here, and I will copy that location, and I will adapt this between the quotes location. This four numbers is the position of the DMD inside the game. As it's always a fixed location, but these are the numbers for Full HD. It's possible, but I did not try it because I have not a 4K screen. But if you have a 4K screen, it's possible if you double the numbers that it will work. And then here is a location of where your LCD display is. So where the DMD display is for displaying it. You will need to take into account that the game will rotate your screen. So your playfield screen is only 1080 wide and not 1920. And then you just add your other screens to it, the dimensions, until you have the location where you want to place it and the size. That's basically what you need to change there. Here you can see it launches the display.exe, and here you need to make sure it takes your screen, the ID of your screen. Basically you need to change this. I think with me it was 1, so that should be fine, but with you it can be 2 or 3 or 4. So yeah, then we need to copy the close script. So yeah, copy the close script. Again, it will launch display.exe. So make sure this number and this number are correct for your device. Save it. If you don't have display.exe, you can get it from Nailbuster's site using this zip file, and you need to extract it if it doesn't exist already in your Pinup system, Pinup Popper launch directory. But with me, as you can see, I already have the display.exe, so I don't need to do it. So if you go look now inside Pinup Popper, so let me launch Pinup Popper. Oh wait, the menu is still running. So exit and launch, and I will select all screens, and there should be a playlist from Pinball HD Collection, but there should be no media. The table that you see here is wrong because it should not exist, but it's because I already had it set before. So now we are going to copy the media. Go back to the folder where you extracted it. Just go to ctemp. With me it was here, Pinball HD Collection Launcher. Go to media. Go to the table videos. Let me see if it has done. It's something else. Yeah, it has done. So the table videos should have the flippers on the right side if you watch the videos now. So let me check. Yep, they are on the right side. So copy all these. You do that with Ctrl-A, Ctrl-C. And then you go to your Pinup Popper, Pop Media, or the folder that you have chosen, Pinball HD Collection, Playfield, and paste the videos. Do the same for the topper videos if you like them. So Ctrl-A, Ctrl-C, go to Pinball HD Collection Topper, Control V. So now we have the playfield and we have the topper, but we don't have the wheels, we don't have the backglass, and we don't have the table audio. But luckily, you can get those from the game, and I made a little batch file to copy those. So go back to the folder where you extracted the launcher, and go to Media, and copy this file, copy create assets from game. Then go to your Steam installation location, or the library where you have the game installed. So with you it can be in C, program file Steam somewhere. With me it's in E, Steam library, Steam apps, common, Pinball HD collection. It should be in the same location where the Pinball HD location is, and paste the script there. Run the script, and it will have created 4 folders. The backglass images in the same names that the script uses. The table audio also in the same name as the script uses. The wheels, and you can choose either these wheels, which are higher resolution, or these that work better in Pinup Popper. So I will use these. Copy Ctrl A, Ctrl C the wheels. Go back to your Pinup Popper, Pinball HD, Pop-up Media, Pinball HD collection, and go to wheel. Paste it there. Go back to the folder from the wheels, and you can now delete wheels and wheels 2. Go to table audio, Ctrl A, Ctrl C. In the folder from Pop Media Pinball HD collection, go to audio, Ctrl V, and then you have the audio. Go back to the location of the game where the table audio was, and erase table audio. And finally do the same for backglasses. So Ctrl A, Ctrl C, and go to backglass, paste it, I forgot to increase the screen, but anyway, I do it now, but I hope you could see it. So I just pasted everything. Then go back one last time to the games directory and delete the backglass and the creator assets from game file. We don't need those anymore. Now we basically have all the assets, and if we run Pinup Popper again, so Pinup menu setup, and you go to Pop Media Manager and you click playlists, you can select Pinball HD collection and go to the backglass directory of the Pop Media for Pinball HD collection, backglass, and here you can no, if you go to the ctemp folder where you extracted the launcher, there will be a media backglasses folder, and here you can copy either of those. You can drag and drop it on the backglass, and then the backglass will be there. So override. The topper is done. The play field is the same thing. I included a table video here, system, that you can select and drag and drop on play field. Override, and then you have the videos on the playlist when you're selecting the systems. So that's basically it. It's now running in a menu, and I'll show you the C button key. So let's go to the game, Pinball HD collection. I'll show us Halloween. So launch.
Please wait. I am now loading.
The game is launching the game. I will select the Halloween table. It will also always resume. So if you're not finished playing a certain table, let you drain the balls and start a new game. So I'm trying to do that now. So I can show you the thing with the C key. The ball is drained.
Do it again.
So they're in the ball. It's not as easy to drain the ball. Ah.
Lost. Careful.
So it's the last ball. Let's hope it's draining easier. Oh. Okay. So here I will show you what it does. It shows you this screen, and here you cannot press anything on the flipper button, it does not work. And here is where you press that C button. So if I press C, it will enter player 1 and it will restart the table. So you can keep on playing it. That's what I meant with the C button. You have to do that also, but with your name and with a button on your cabinet. A special button that you use specifically for this reason. So you can play it. So let me quit the game again. Go back to Popper. So it rotates back. Yeah, that's because I have Explorer open. So I'm back in Popper. Back in the game. Yeah, there's one more thing, sorry. So when you start the game,
Please wait. Please
And
wait. I am now loading up
you
the
have
game.
not
Have fun.
set up anything. You should set up the camera system. Basically, you need to go to options. So pressing ESC and going to the options. Which button was it? Enter. And go to camera. Here. And set it to static. By default it's on flying, and that's not what you need, so you want static camera. So set it to static and then go back. And now the game will be in portrait mode like this, and you can play it. So you need to remap your keys like in the script, and you need to enable that special button. And for the rest everything is working like it should. And yeah, that's how you set it up. So yeah guys, that was it. I hope you like it, and have fun playing Pinball HD Collection using Pinup Popper.